Okay, so Cut the Rope 3 launched the other week. Is it worthy enough for this title? Well, watch the video and find out. So the game is about Om Nom and, his son Nibble Nom. Nibble Nom finds some old stuff in Om Nom's loft, so the two set out on a journey to find some Nommies. Oh boy, the Nommies in Cut the Rope 2 are so fun. I wonder what the new ones in this game will... It's just a JPEG. Yep, none of the new Nommies, while looking nice, actually do anything. Well, at least I get to feed Om Nom candy. Oh, that's not candy. Yep, they ditched the candy for parenting. Instead of Om Nom getting to munch on some sweet candy, he's spending some time with his kid. Man, he grew up so fast. Remember when he was just a little guy eating candy? Now he has to pay child support. I guess Cut the Rope 3 wants to prepare its target audience of 6-year-olds for parenthood. But honestly, the father-son relationship of the two here is quite sweet. I think the way Om Nom hugs Nibble Nom when a level is complete is kinda cute. And the noise they make when they're on the hot air balloon as well. Also, the removal of the candy in this game, while confusing at first glance, actually isn't that bad when you play the game. Like, you might think, oh, they're just doing it for marketing and to get little kids to play the game because little baby Om Nom's in the game. But no, it actually adds to the gameplay, which is really cool. This is because, unlike candy, Nibble Nom is a living creature, so he has different powers you unlock throughout the game. First is the whip, which lets Nibble Nom tie a rope onto a certain area. It's similar to the plunger from Experiments. Next is the balloons. All that happens with these is if Nibble Nom falls into an outline balloon, it attaches to him, like in all the other games. Climbing rope lets Nibble Nom climb the rope, but where you cut it, he will be swinging on that section, so this can be used to customize the length of the rope, so that's pretty helpful and fun. There's also a lantern which helps make the level brighter, and lets you see some stars you can't see in the dark. There's also a cannon, which lets Nibble Nom fire himself to wherever it is pointing. There's also a rope wheel, which pulls you closer to the wheel you tapped. Water is here too, but I'm not really a huge fan. The way it works here is either on the level, and you tap the plug to drain it, or it is trapped behind a plug, and you tap the plug to let it free to go all over the level. Om Nom and Nibble Nom also float in the water, so be careful of that. There are also magic platforms, which spawn in once you go past them. Lastly, there's the auto rope, which just lets the Nibble Nom attach to a rope if he hits an outline of one, just like in every single game. Honestly, these abilities are really cool. The way you play is also different to the other games. Instead of them being mapped out in a chronological order, Om Nom and Nibble Nom start in a hot air balloon, spin a wheel which can land on one of 4 places: a jungle, cave, pirate ship, or a pyramid. Then when the wheel lands on one of these 4 locations, you are given 3 levels of that theme. Once you beat them, you earn another Nommie to go in the book. The jungle is just like the one in Cut the Rope 2, and the pirate ship and pyramid theme were already done in time travel, but this doesn't matter though, as the graphics look really nice. Far better than Remastered's awful graphics. Honestly though, I do kind of wish you could cut the rope on the balloon, so it'd give you either the option to use the wheel for them to jump out on the parachute, or you could like cut the rope on the hot air balloon and they just fall into one of the random locations. I think that'd be a pretty cool little Easter egg, I guess, as well as the game is called Cut the Rope 3, so why can't I cut the rope on this menu? It looks like I could be able to. Now, there is a huge elephant in the room when talking about Cut the Rope 3. That is, it's an Apple Arcade exclusive. Which, honestly, isn't really as big a deal as is some other games. Like, with Jetpack Joyride 2, that's genuinely an amazing game, and it does suck that it's behind Apple Arcade. It's so fun, and I would recommend you could play it any chance you get. But with Cut the Rope 3, it's fine. It's not the best game ever, and it's definitely the worst mainline Cut the Rope game. And if you have a free trial of Apple Arcade, I'd say try it out if you want, but you don't really need to go out your way to make sure you have Apple Arcade to play it, in my opinion. It's not a must-play game. Give it like a 6 out of 10. So it being trapped behind Apple Arcade only really gives it benefits because it's not a must-play, so you shouldn't really feel bad that you're not being able to play it. And for those who can play it, they don't get ads or microtransactions or any of that crap, so they'll have a fun experience when they do play it, so yeah. And it's also better than Remastered, because Remastered is just levels from Cut the Rope games that are already free, so what's the point in that? And Remastered also looks ugly and has a whole ton of random modes no one cares about. This though only has new levels and just the levels, no random crap anyone cares about, so yeah, and the graphics look amazing in 3 as well. Yeah, that's Cut the Rope 3. Honestly, pretty fun, but still the worst mainline Cut the Rope game. And you don't need to go out of your way to get Apple Arcade to play this, unlike Jetpack Joyride 2, which is really the only game I'd recommend you go out of your way to get Apple Arcade for. Any of the other games, there's no point. Like, do you really need to play Angry Birds Reloaded? It's just a worse version of the original games. Why do you care so much? Why do Android users care so much they can't play it? But yeah, sorry, but Cut the Rope 2 and Cut the Rope Time Travel absolutely solo Cut the Rope 3, so sorry, Cut the Rope 3 fans. Subscribe and like the video. Goodbye.